Welcome to this meditation for sleep. Make your environment as comfortable as possible. And start in a comfortable position, lying down in bed. Close your eyes and take your first inhale. Breathe out, letting thoughts from the day leave your mind to rest. Continue to breathe in and out in your own time. On the next inhale, focus on the expansion of your chest, and on the exhale, feel the weight of the body pressing down into bed. On every exhale, sinking further into the mattress below you. Expand and sink, feeling the weight of your body lead you down. Focusing on one part of the body at a time, starting with the toes and feet, allowing them to become heavier and heavier on each exhale. Preparing your body for relaxation, for rest, and for sleep. Breathing in and out, feeling the weight of the feet getting heavier and heavier, sinking into the bed below you. They're getting too heavy to move. They're resting. Breathe in, and on the exhale, moving the focus to the weight of the ankles, allowing them to get heavier and heavier on each exhale. Falling deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. In your own time, moving your focus to the calves now, breathing out tension and letting them sink deeper. Each breath leaves them feeling heavier. We're not breathing in any special way here, just allowing the natural rhythm to lull us into a soft sleep. moving your focus to the knees, following the pattern, letting them sink deeper and feel heavier on each exhale. When you are ready, transitioning to the thighs, letting any tension go on every exhale. Letting them feel heavier, focusing on the stillness of the legs, feeling the weight, the relaxation. Continuing the rhythm with the pelvis now, breathing in and breathing out, feeling a restful weight bring your body further into bed. Letting the abdomen sink deeper, allowing yourself to find stillness here. Moving your focus to the chest, the back lowering down into the bed. The rhythm of breath starting to become one of sleep. Softer, one of weight. Doing nothing special with the breath, just allowing it to lead you where you need to be. Allow the weight to pull you into a sleep when your body is ready. There is no rush. There is no hurry. Allowing our focus on each breath to keep us in the present moment. Moving to the shoulders, And with every exhale, feeling the arms weighing down. Finding stillness. Becoming too heavy to move. Continuing this feeling into the lower arms. And in your own time, to the hands. Moving to the head and neck, finding weight on each exhale. Feeling the lips relax. And becoming aware of the weight of the eyelids. They are too heavy to open. And feeling still in a state of complete relaxation. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Your body is exactly where it needs to be right now. Awake or asleep. Here we accept the needs of our body. I am exactly where I need to be in this moment. We have love for ourselves and for our bodies in this moment. Let these parables lead you into a peaceful rest. Continue to inhale and exhale, feeling the weight of your body and the deep state of relaxation that it is in. Lying still, finding comfort. Listening now to Jesus' parables in Matthew 13, verses 1 through 35. Let his words bring you peace. Later that same day, Jesus left the house and sat beside the lake. A large crowd soon gathered around him, so he got into a boat. Then he sat there and taught as the people stood on the shore. He told many stories in the form of parables, such as this one. Listen, a farmer went out to plant some seeds. As he scattered them across his field, some seeds fell on a footpath, and the birds came and ate them. Other seeds fell on a shallow soil with underlying rock. The seeds sprouted quickly because the soil was shallow, but the plants soon wilted under the hot sun, and since they didn't have deep roots, they died. Other seeds fell among thorns that grew up and choked out the tender plants. Still, other seeds fell on fertile soil, and they produced a crop that was 30, 60, even 100 times as much as had been planted. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. His disciples came and asked him, "Why do you use parables when you talk to the people?" He replied, "You are permitted to understand the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but others are not. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given, and they will have an abundance of knowledge. But for those who are not listening, even what little understanding they have will be taken away from them. That is why I use these parables. For they look, but they don't really see. They hear, but they don't really listen or understand. This fulfills the prophecy of Isaiah that says, "When you hear what I say, you will not understand. When you see what I do, you will not comprehend. For the hearts of these people are hardened, and their ears cannot hear, and they have closed their eyes, so their eyes cannot see, and their ears cannot hear, and their hearts cannot understand, and they cannot turn to me and let me heal them. But blessed are your eyes, because they see, and your ears because they hear. I tell you the truth, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see, but they didn't see it. And they long to hear what you hear, but they didn't hear it. Now listen to the explanation of the parable about the farmer planting seeds. The seed that fell on the footpath represents those who hear the message about the kingdom and don't understand it. Then the evil one comes and snatches away the seed that was planted in their hearts. The seed on the rocky soil represents those who hear the message and immediately receive it with joy. But since they don't have deep roots, they don't last long. They fall away as soon as they have problems or are persecuted for believing God's word. The seed that fell among the thorns represents those who hear God's word, but all too quickly the message is crowded out by the worries of this life and the lure of wealth, so no fruit is produced. The seed that fell on good soil represents those who truly hear and understand God's word and produce a harvest of 30, 60, or even 100 times as much as had been planted. Here is another story Jesus told. The kingdom of heaven is like a farmer who planted good seed in his field. But that night, as the workers slept, his enemy came and planted weeds among the wheat, then slipped away. When the crop began to grow and produce grain, the weeds also grew. The farmer's workers went to him and said, "Sir, the field where you planted that good seed is full of weeds. Where did they come from?" "An enemy has done this," the farmer exclaimed. "Should we pull out the weeds?" they asked. "No," he replied. "You'll uproot the wheat if you do. Let both grow together until the harvest. Then I will tell the harvesters to sort out the weeds, tie them into bundles, and burn them, and to put the wheat in the barn." Here is another illustration Jesus used. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed planted in a field. It is the smallest of all seeds, but it becomes the largest of garden plants. It grows into a tree, and birds come and make nests in its branches. Jesus also used this illustration. The kingdom of heaven is like the yeast of a woman used in making bread. Even though she only put a little yeast in 3 measures of flour, it permeated every part of the dough. Jesus also used stories and illustrations like these when speaking to the crowds. In fact, he never spoke to them without using such parables. This fulfilled what God had spoken through the prophet. I will speak to you in parables. I will explain things hidden since the creation of the world. If you are still with me, continue to breathe, counting the breaths as they pass if that is helpful to you. Inhale on 1, exhale on 2, inhale on 3, exhale on 4. Continue for as long as this helps you feel relaxed. Allow your mind now to take you where it wants to go. Letting go of the stresses of the day, of the tension you hold in your body. Letting yourself drift into a peaceful sleep.